Success is most often achieved by those who don't know that failure is inevitable. Things work out best for those who make the best of how things work out. Courage is grace under pressure. If you are not willing to risk the usual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Take up one idea. Make that one idea your life. Think of it. Dream of it. Live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. Sometimes you can't see yourself clearly until you see yourself through the eyes of others. It does not matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop. Success is walking from failure to failure, with no loss of enthusiasm. There is no easy walk to freedom anywhere, and many of us will have to pass through the valley of the shadow of death again and again before we reach the mountaintop of our desires. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people. The difference between winning and losing is most often not quitting. If you're not stubborn, you'll give up on experiments too soon. And if you're not flexible, you'll pound your head against the wall, and you won't see a different solution to a problem you're trying to solve. Happiness is a butterfly, which when pursued, is always beyond your grasp, but which, if you will sit down quietly, may alight upon you. There are two types of people who will tell you that you cannot make a difference in this world: those who are afraid to try, and those who are afraid you will succeed. I believe every human has a finite number of heartbeats. I don't intend to waste any of mine. Don't limit yourself. Many people limit themselves to what they think they can do. You can go as far as your mind lets you. What you believe. Remember, you can achieve. As you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands. One for helping yourself, the other for helping others. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that's changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Identity is a prison you can never escape, but the way to redeem your past is not to run from it, but to try to understand it and use it as a foundation to grow. In my experience, there is only one motivation, and that is desire. No reasons or principle contain it or stand against it. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Sometimes it is necessary to be lonely in order to prove that you are right. Happiness does not fall out of the blue, and dreams will not come true by themselves. We need to be down to earth and work hard. We should uphold the idea that working hard is the most honorable, noblest, greatest and most beautiful virtue. It is often when night looks darkest, it is often before the fever breaks, that one senses the gathering momentum for change, when one feels that resurrection of hope in the midst of despair and apathy. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. I think frugality drives innovation just like other constraints do. One of the only ways to get out of a tight box is to invent your way out. None can destroy iron, but its own rust can. Likewise, none can destroy a person, but its own mindset can. The mind is the seed of creativity, but the heart is the soil. That seed cannot grow without an open heart. The only real prison is fear, and the only real freedom is freedom from fear. Love is kind. It is at the service of others. Love benefits and helps others, always ready to serve them and to do them good, even if one does not feel like doing so. Change is the nature of life, but challenge is the future of life. So challenge the changes, never change the challenges. The further you get away from yourself, the more challenging it is. Not to be in your comfort zone is great fun. Your time is limited, so don't waste it. Living someone else's life, don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. If life were predictable, it would cease to be life and be without flavor. Life is a succession of lessons, which must be lived to be understood. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. Keep smiling, because life is a beautiful thing, and there's so much to smile about. In the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer. Don't be distracted by criticism. Remember, the only taste of success some people get is to take a bite out of you. If you want to make your dreams come true, the first thing you have to do is wake up. In playing ball and in life, a person occasionally gets the opportunity to do something great when that time comes. Only two things matter: being prepared to seize the moment and having the courage to take your best swing. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. It is still best to be honest and truthful, to make the most of what we have, to be happy with simple pleasures, and have courage when things go wrong.